Hello, my name is Lisa Farshman, and I chose to watch the ballet Serenade, which was choreographed by Balanchine and accompanied by the English String Orchestra. The ballet Serenade was a feat of beauty, strength, and skill. It was a large group ensemble, massively directed by Balanchine. It had no clear plot, but it was able to create an otherworldly ambiance with romantic and mythological aspects to it. Serenade was performed by professional dancers. The ensemble consisted of 20 or more dancers. The number of dancers fluctuated, the number of dancers on stage fluctuated depending on their respective dances within the overarching dance. The dance began with 17 ballerinas and then went to 9 and then 6 with solo dances. These groups of ballerinas alternated throughout the 35-minute production, and the first man entered in the middle of the dance, with 3 other male dancers appearing at the very end. The male dancers were vastly outnumbered by women, and all the dancers appeared to be in their 20s to 30s and were predominantly Caucasian. Although I did notice one African-American male dancer at the end of the performance. And nowadays, this serenade was videoed in, I believe, the 1970s. And so nowadays, the New York City Ballet encourages a greater diversity among its dancers. The costume design for Serenade added to the dance as a whole. The ballerinas wore blue leotards and tutus, and the cool blue lighting over the stage made the ballerinas glow. The tutu skirts appear to be made of several layers of tulle, and which is a light flowing fabric that followed and enhanced the ballerina's movements without hampering in any way. And the tutus also added to like the glow of the light going through the fabric. It was very otherworldly. The male dancers wore full jumpsuit unitards, which was very practical as their costumes did not get in the way of the ballerinas when they were helping the ballerinas lift. And the ballerinas tutus also didn't get in the way at all, which was very surprising. Like the male dancers were able to direct the women with no concern for like damaging or wrinkling the ballerinas' skirts. Despite the number of dancers on stage constantly changing, due to Balanchine's masterful choreography, the dancers always used the entire space effectively. The stage was large, yet it was either filled with movement or with numbers. So there were group dances, couple dances, and a few solo moments. When there was the group dance with about 17 or more dancers on stage, Balanchine constantly was directing them into different formations, whether in lines, columns, staggering, or in a general sense, the dancers flowed to and fro across the entire stage. When there were fewer dancers, they would enter a circular formation and were able to dance in that shape. When there were only 1 to 2 dancers, those dancers were able to like move and jump across the entire stage in larger paths using the space, so that when there were few dancers, the stage never felt overwhelming, and when there were many dancers, the stage never felt constricting. Balanchine did not choose to portray a specific storyline in Serenade, but chose to visually illustrate a romantic and wistful dance. He created like a mood and ambiance. The timing, the setting seems to be a moonlit dance at night, and so the dance was mainly shaped with a feeling of awe, beauty, and cool elegance. Dances within the dance suggested a mythological romance or a desire. However, there is no clear hero or heroine, nor is there like a clear conflict or resolution, just a personification of desire. The ballerina's flowing tutus also added to the otherworldly beauty of the dance. In the latter portion of the dance, 3 women let their hair down, which was visually stunning. All of the ballerinas had their hair up in the really tight buns, and so when the women pulled their hair down and you were able to see her hair flowing, combined with the dance, combined with the blue lighting, it was very beautiful. It was impactful. Due to having no clear plot, the audience was able to interpret the dance with their own imagination, which is a very cool aspect of designing a dance with no story. It is incredible that I was able to watch this dance as directly choreographed by Balanchine and performed by the New York City Ballet, because I would have had no opportunity to watch this otherwise. Serenade is a beautiful work of art that I would not have known or seen about if not for this assignment. Even though the video was recorded in around the 1970s, with that poor video quality, the dancers were still enshrined in like this glowing ethereal ultramarine blue due to the camera's pixelation, and that was really cool. Like, it was an added effect to the dance. Though the dance itself, Serenade, was technical and planned, it is a very beautiful human work of art. Thank you.